And then otherwise, if you've got that strap or dressing gown cord or belt or whatever it is, leave it to one side. If you don't have that, it's not a big deal. We can still do yoga without it. And if you've got a block, that can be handy as well. If not a block, something to help you support and balance things. So a water bottle or a book or a box or something like that. But again, not a big deal. And then we'll get started seated in the middle of your mat or on a chair or on a cushion, whatever feels comfortable for you, just in a way where you can sit upright. So I'll pop myself down on the mat and join you. Go ahead and get comfortable. You can cross your legs, you can sit wide-legged, you can adjust at any point in your yoga practice. Always, always take charge of your movement, change shapes, change movements, do what feels right in your body. So wiggle around a little bit, make sure you feel comfortable. Maybe shake those hips from side to side. Almost try and root your seat bones into the cushion, the mat, the chair, whatever is underneath you. And by doing so, push those seat bones down. Almost tilt the pelvis a little bit so your weight rocks forward slightly and your shoulders lift up and back. Give kind of more space for your rib cage to expand. And start with an exhale. Let's all just go. Let's reset. Take that again. Big breath in through the nose. Fill up the lungs, fill up the belly. Mouth open, let it out. Take that again. Really make some noise. Big breath in. Big, 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 big. Extra little breath at the top. And then roar it out. If you need to make any little wiggles or adjustments in how you're sat, always take the chance to do that. Get comfortable in your body, in a place where you can bring your mind to where you physically are right now. So whatever it is that's running through your head, wherever your mind, your thoughts are fluttering to, take a moment to observe that. Choose to let it go. That is always an exercise. And then bring it into just being right now. Your yoga practice is a space where we can do exactly that, just be, and let it be enough. So maybe sit with that thought and start to deepen your breath a little bit. Use that breath as an anchoring force to bring you into just being right now. So deep breath in through the nose. Let it out through the nose. Just take that a few times in your own rhythm, your own pace. Explore with that breath. Try and draw it a little bit deeper, maybe into the middle of the ribs, and maybe into the bottom of the ribs. Kind of mentally send that breath to different spaces through your lungs, through your body. Work your way up and down. Maybe even draw that breath into the side of the ribs, imagining your rib cage flaring out as you breathe in. And then gently hugging in as your abdominals pull in to help you exhale. Notice what parts of your body you can maybe relax a little bit more. Maybe soften your jaw, soften your mouth. Maybe close your eyes. Let your eyelids be heavy. Maybe even relax the forehead. But balance that sensation with sitting up tall and deepening that breath. Explore how you can let that breath grow with each inhale and maybe prolong a little bit more with the exhale. Keep it going, breathing in and out, in and out. Maybe invite that breath to come to the back of the ribs, starting first near the shoulders, and then gradually working your way down through the middle of the back, to the lower part of the ribs, breathing into that space, imagining it flaring out with breath, and then pulling in on the exhale. All the way into the lower back. Maybe see if you can soften your legs a little bit more, let them be a little heavier. Take a moment just to reflect on how that breath is starting to change something about this moment. Maybe it's helping you focus your thoughts a little bit more. Maybe not. Maybe something else. Whatever it is, just observe it. There are going to be moments where we get out of it. Try and re-invite yourself to get back into it each time. And then again, soften your shoulders a little bit more. Notice anywhere that you're holding a little tension. Try and let that go. Breathe in and out. Nice. And then maybe with your eyes closed, just turn your head to one side, keeping your shoulders relaxed. Just really turn that head, explore the range of motion, and then turn the head the other way with the next inhale or exhale. Keep that going. Breathing in, turning the head one direction. Breathing out, turning the head the other way. And you, of course, can open your eyes if you would like to. But you can also close your eyes if it helps you focus a little bit more on listening in on your body. What does it need? How can you move in a way that just becomes a little bit more supportive? Not of your ego, but a layer deeper of who you are. Now relax those shoulders down. Let the head rest forward, almost like you can nestle your chin in that space between your collarbones. Maybe that happens, maybe it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. Focus on relaxing the jaw, relaxing the back of the neck. But balancing this idea of sitting upright so your lungs have maximum space to expand and contract. Push the tongue to the roof of the mouth and almost use that tongue as a force to guide your head up. Reach the chin up high. The head will fall back slightly, but keep that neck engaged so you can really reach up rather than back. Keep breathing. Even here, expand that breath. And then gently bring your gaze forward, relax your shoulders. Give yourself a little shimmy, move around if you want to. And we're going to get into those shoulders a little bit more. So as we inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, draw them back and down. Good. Keep that going a couple more times. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. Take that a few more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, back and down. And maybe take a few moments just to listen in on your breath. How can you deepen that movement a little bit more? Maybe feel a few muscles start to waken up. Maybe it feels a little tight. Maybe you can even feel the knots in your muscles under your skin. Try and breathe into those spaces. Good. Relax those shoulders down. Let's take the head again. Turn the head the other way with the inhale. Exhale. Let the head last the length of the movement. Turn the head the other way. Keep the core engaged. Inhale, head looks the other way, and really turn the head. Exhale, other direction. Really look over your back shoulder, explore that range of movement. Gently bring it back to center, and breathe out. Let your chin drop towards your chest, but stay seated upright. Really try and soften the back of the neck. Let the head be heavy, and notice if you feel it down your back, maybe into your shoulder blades, maybe between your shoulders. Try and soften and breathe into those spaces. Tongue to the roof of the mouth guides the head up. Look up to the sky, reach the chin up to the sky. Keep breathing, but keep soft everywhere that you don't need those muscles. Good, and then look forward again. Give yourself a little shoulder shimmy. Start to get into it a little bit more because it's a nice thing to move. Inhale, reach the shoulders back now. Almost try and chicken those arms back. It will help. And then shoulders up and down. Take that a few more times with the breath. Shoulders reach back. Explore your range of movement up and down. Keep it going. Go as fast or as slow as you want. Just try and marry the movement with the breath. Really becoming mindful of where you're going. Good. Reach those arms up high towards the sky. Nice. Now bend the left arm. Get the hand to the back of the neck. Good. Hold on top of the left elbow. And notice if that elbow wants to stick out away from you, try and bring it in. And maybe encourage that elbow a little bit further back so you're pointing it straight towards the sky. Maybe it gets there, maybe it doesn't. It doesn't matter too much either way. Relax the jaw, maybe push the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Shrug those shoulders up, breathe in, squeeze the tummy in. Exhale, lean over to the right. Keep that core engaged. Breathe in again, reach up, arms reach up high. Exhale, cactus those elbows, reach those shoulders back behind you. Good, inhale, reach it up. And exhale, we're going to open twist to the right. So right arm reaches behind you, left arm reaches forward. The hand that's in front, reach it across the body. Hold onto the leg, the knee, opposite hand behind you. Inhale that twist. Lift the chest up. Exhale, look behind you. Challenge yourself to look all the way to the back wall. Inhale, bring the vision forward, readjust, realign the spine, give yourself a softy little shake, let it feel good. Inhale, arms reach it up. Exhale, cactus those arms again. Reach those elbows back, 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 back. Good. Visualize the movement of your shoulder blades. Inhale, arms reach up. And then exhale, gently reach forward. Maybe the hands just rest on top of the knees, the shins. Maybe you walk your fingers forward. Wherever you go, go gently. Maybe you're capable of a deeper bend, but you know what? We're just getting started. So be kind to yourself. Just go in a way where you start to feel a stretch, breathe into it. Maybe you want to shimmy from side to side. If that helps guide the stretch a little bit more down the lower back, figure out where you need to be and breathe into it. Maybe even take a few miniature cat-cow shapes here. That feels good between the shoulders or along the spine. Or maybe make up a different movement entirely. Listen to your body more than your yoga teacher. Slide those hands up to the knees. Maybe take another little cat-cow. Good. And then look down at your legs. The leg that's on the inside, pick it up, bring it out if you were sitting cross-legged. If you are sitting in a different way, mix it up again. Do something different. Shimmy around, arms reach up, big breath in. Now exhale, bend the right arm, get the hand to the back of the neck, and see if you can capture the elbow with the opposite hand. Good. Try and nestle that elbow in. So bring that bicep a little bit more towards the ear. Maybe the hand slides further down the back. Maybe try and encourage that elbow a little bit further behind you, almost like the bicep can reach behind the ear. It probably won't happen, but kind of go for that lift, reach back. Remember not to push yourself, work with yourself. Reach up first, get some length in the spine, squeeze the tummy in, exhale, lean over to the left. Good. Breathe out, breathe out. Inhale, come back up to the middle. Arms reach up high. Exhale, cactus the arms. Maybe tongue to the roof of the mouth. Look up. Good. Inhale, reach it up. Open twist the opposite way. So turn the body towards the left. Left arm reaches back, right arm reaches forward. The hand that's in front goes across you. Hold onto the leg, whatever it is. Opposite hand gently touches the lower back. Sit up tall, big breath in, squeeze the tummy in, look behind you. Get that rotation all the way up the spine. Release the twist, come back for the middle. Give yourself a little spinal reset with a little shimmy. Good. Arms reach up, take up some space. Squeeze the tummy in and gently start to fold it forward. Let those fingers go as far or as close as feels right in your lower back, in your spine. Try and keep your seat bones pushing onto the ground and try and relax through the neck and the mouth a little bit more and deepen that breath. Remember, you can always have the option to hold onto the knees if that's better. Or maybe as you breathe into it, you start to feel a little bit more space open up. You can walk those hands further forward. Chase the experience, not the shape. Maybe take a few cat-cows. You can always bring your hands to your knees and take some cat-cows if that feels better. Figure out which movement brings the sensation to your body where you need to feel it. Good. We're just going to take a few more bends. So arms reach up high towards the sky. Exhale, grab onto the left wrist. Inhale, reach it up, push down with the seat bones, and then lean with it. Exhale, try and keep the biceps by the ears. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands reach back, 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 and then down to your sides. Good. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hold on to the right wrist. Good. Inhale, lengthen, squeeze the core. Exhale, lean with it, reach to the side. Keep the core engaged, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach it back, 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 and take it to tabletop. So if you're wearing any socks, maybe now's a nice time to take them off. Helps you grip the mat a little bit better. And go ahead and get in that space. Start to take some cat-cows, maybe some shimmies of the hips. Get into your body a little bit more. So that can be more of a traditional cat-cow, belly dips, looks forward, chin to chest, dome between the shoulders. Maybe that feels really good in your body. You know what? You can never underestimate the power of a cat-cow. Maybe you need it a little bit more in the hips to the outside of the thighs. Then you can take it from side to side, almost sort of bounce in that movement, but do so mindfully. Good. Maybe you want to take it to a child's pose and roll it up. Wiggle it around. Figure out what your body needs and be willing to answer it with a movement that's really going to just make everything feel just a little bit better. Good. Okay, we're going to take it to a side angle pose. Modified side plank. So we're going to take the left foot and almost kickstand it out so the tops of the toes are off of the mat. Squeeze the tummy in, tuck the right toes, extend the right leg back behind you. Good. Now gently start to stack the hips. As you do so, notice how that right foot will now come to the ground. Sole of the foot touches the earth. Toes point to the right wall. And bring the right hand to the heart. Elbow points up to the sky. Squeeze that tummy in. Almost try and push your hips a little bit further forward. So you're building one long plane that your body is lining up in. So that foot that's behind you, the arch of the foot almost lines up with the knee. If you've got a lot of weight in that left hand, maybe try and walk that foot back a little bit, get more weight into the back towards the hips and the lower body. Breathe in, right arm reaches up. Big breath in. Maybe turn the head, look to the fingertips. Good. Now maybe if you would like to, reach that hand towards the top of the mat. We're going to get a nice stretch to the side of the body here. Push down with that right foot now. And as you do, notice how those muscles in the inside of the thighs start to wake up, start to ignite. Breathe into it. Now flex the right foot. Pick it up off the ground. Good. So now we've got a straight line from the right fingers all the way to the heel. Now exhale, elbow and knee touch together. Squeeze the core in. And if we get a little wobbly, it's okay. Do it again. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. Exhale, elbow and knee connect. Try to keep it connected and reach towards the top of the mat. Plant the hand down, plant the foot down so that foot is outside of the right hand. And realign that left shin so now the toes are pointing to the back of the mat. We're setting up for a low lunge here. And if you'd like to, you can inch those toes a little bit further, walk the hands a little further. We're just going to shift our weight forward and back, start to juice up those joints in the hips. And really kind of explore that movement. Play with it. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. So if at any point you start to feel a little bit lost, a little bit confused, it doesn't matter. Make up some movements that just feel good in your body. Still counts as yoga. Good. So maybe you sit into those hips a little bit more. Get a nice stretch to the inside of those legs. Maybe you reach those hips a little bit further back towards the mat. Maybe pick the toes up off the ground. Get just a little bit curious. Move things around. See what feels good. Nice. Now balance yourself so your shoulders are over your wrists. The front knee is over your heels. Squeeze the tummy in. Right arm reaches up. Big breath in. Try and get more space between your collarbones. Push down with that front heel. Exhale, hand comes down to the ground. Beautiful. Heel toe that foot now so it's inside of the right hand. You've got it. Nice. And now same movement again. Push down with the heel. Squeeze the tummy in. Right arm reaches up. Try and get more space between the collarbones. Maybe turn the chest to the sky. Exhale, hands come down. Nice. And play with the movement in the hips here. So send the weight forward. Try and keep the heel on the ground. And then send the weight back. Notice if you feel it in a different part of the body now. Maybe a different part of the hip. Maybe it's a little bit more in that left leg. Wherever it is, it's a good thing. Breathe into it. Be mindful of it. Be aware of it. Now, balance yourself in center. Heel underneath the knee. Squeeze the tummy in. Arms reach up. Big breath in. Exhale, take it to prayer. Nice job. Build your foundation. So if you need to walk that foot a little bit further back so the heel is underneath the knee, you always can. Scoop those hips in underneath you. Get a nice deep hip flexor stretch to that left leg. And then inhale, let's reach those arms up again. Exhale, cactus the arms, but try and lift the chest up. Push the tongue to the roof of the mouth and maybe give yourself a little arch and then squeeze the tummy in, dive it forward, hands touch the ground. Nice. You can tent on those fingertips or place them flat on the ground. Tuck the back toe, pick that back knee up off the ground. Good. And notice when you do that, if the hips come really high, try to bend that front knee a little bit more. Pull that left heel towards the ground, so the leg that's behind you. It won't touch the ground, we're just getting some length through that leg. Maybe shimmy forward and back here. Get some dynamic movement in that pose. You get a little wobbly, it's a good thing. Nice, and maybe hold on to that block if you would like to. We're gonna inch that back foot a little bit further forward, just enough so you can push down with that front foot, squeeze the tummy in, and find a lift off with that back leg. Now maybe that comes up an inch. You know what? It counts. Maybe it goes up miles. Whew, that's crazy. But wherever you are, breathe, breathe, breathe into it. Keep the toes facing down. And if you have to come down and pick up a few times, completely normal. Because we're all going to come in a standing forward fold now. Both feet at the top of the mat, block to one side, relax into it. Just enjoy that stretch through the back of the legs. Maybe bend those knees a little bit if it feels a bit better in your body. Maybe grab onto opposite elbows and rock from side to side. Soften the expression on your face. Deepen your breath. Good. Relax the arms, squeeze the tummy in, slowly roll on up. Shrug those shoulders at the top. Palms face forward. Good. Try to push down with the heels, engage your abdominal muscles, and draw those shoulders back to expand the capacity of your breath. Good. Maybe inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, bend the left hand. Grab onto the right elbow. Good. Now notice if you started to relax what's happening in the tummy. Squeeze that tummy in. Good. Reach that elbow back. Good, good, good. Now reach up, get some length. Exhale, lean over to the right. Give yourself a nice side body stretch here. Good. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Nice job. Halfway lift, fingers to shins. Lift the chest in line with the hips. Exhale, fold it forward. Hands go flat on the ground. Slide your right foot to the back of the mat. You can squeeze those toes a little further back if you'd like to. Push those hands flat into the ground and slide the other foot back to meet it. Good. High plank, just for a moment. Then gently lower down to the knees, untuck the toes. Elbows in as you lower towards the ground. Sigh it out. Nice. Set up for cobra pose. So ensure that the thumbs are lining up with the center of the chest. Elbows reach back, toes untucked. Push those feet into the ground and then breathe in. Chest comes up off the ground, elbows reach back. Exhale, lower it down. We'll take that twice more. Let your breath guide you. Inhale, lift the chest. Look down to lengthen through the back of the neck. Exhale, lower it down. One more time. Really rely on that breath a bit more. Biggest inhale lifts you up. And then root down with the hands. Guide the hips up. Use your core. Take it to a child's pose and breathe. Good. Remind yourself that movement can feel good. Just enjoy that. That's the nice thing about yoga is it gets our bodies moving in ways that normal life doesn't really quite allow. So just kind of breathe into it. Enjoy that movement. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So roll it up, tabletop. Maybe take a few cat-cows if that feels good. Nice. And then we're going to side plank on the right side. So right foot, kickstand it out so the toes are off of the mat but still untucked. Tuck the left toes and extend that leg back behind you. Start to stack the hips. Left foot comes onto the ground, toes point to the left wall. Gently bring the left hand to the heart, elbow points up. Engage your glutes. Squeeze your bum. Push your hips a little bit further forward. Squeeze the abdomen. Squeeze that tummy in. Good. Maybe reach the left hand up high to the sky. If you've got a lot of weight in that right hand, Shift your weight towards the back of the mat so you get more weight over the knee. Good. Now reach that left hand to the top of the mat. Get a lovely arching stretch across the left side of the body. Push down with the left foot, reach those fingers, and now maybe flex the left foot, pick it up. Oh yeah, welcome those wobbles. Keep the core engaged, keep the breath going, it will help. Exhale, knee and elbow connect. Woo, maybe with a wobble. Inhale, reach for it, good job. Exhale, elbow and knee connect. Go slowly, be aware, clear the mind, focus your energy. Start to guide that hand and foot to the top of the mat, and then gently point those right toes back behind you and wiggle with it. Get those hips low, shake those hips back, maybe send the weight side to side. Notice if it feels really good in one point. Maybe stay there and breathe into it. Good. All we're doing here is really starting to juice up those joints, wake up those muscles, get everything moving. Good. Motion is lotion for the body. Nice. Okay, balance yourself so the knee is above the heel. Squeeze the belly button in, and then fly that left hand up slowly and gracefully. Reach it to the sky. Exhale, bring it down to the ground. Go slowly. Nice. Heel toe that foot so it's inside of the left hand. Nice. Checking that the heel is still underneath the knee. And then gently again, left arm reaches up. Breathe in. Push down with that front foot. Squeeze the tummy in. Turn the chest to the sky. Get some more space between the collarbones. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Exhale, guide that hand down. Nice. And shimmy in it a little bit. So maybe here we let the hips dip a little bit lower. Maybe you bring it back. Maybe toes come off the ground as well. Play with that movement a little bit. If you're sending your weight forward, try to keep that heel on the ground. And just figure out where it feels good, where your body needs that stretch, that movement a little bit more. Maybe bounce into it, wiggle into it. Definitely breathe into it. And then come back to the center. So pushing that heel into the ground, squeeze the tummy in, reach forward and up with the breath, guiding yourself into an exhale with a prayer pose. Good, prayer hands, nice. So adjust if you need to. Scoop those hips in underneath you. Squeeze that belly in. Draw those shoulders back, hands together. Focus your vision and breathe. Nice. Arms reach up, really engage that core. Exhale, cactus the arms, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Give yourself a gentle little back bend, and then dive the hands in slow motion. Reach them forward, fingers to the ground or to a block. Good. Tuck the back toes, back knee comes up. Nice. And again, notice if the hips go really high or a little bit to the left when you do that. Try and get the hips a little bit lower. Reach that back heel towards the ground. Squeeze the belly in. Push down with that front heel. Good. Now inch it forward. Walk the block forward, the hands forward. Bounce that back foot forward. Maybe a little bit more with the hands. Now push down with the front heel. Squeeze the tummy in. Maybe let those toes experience what it feels like to be in flight. Flex that foot. Keep the toes facing down. Engage that inner thigh. Get that leg maybe just a little bit higher, and then step it forward. Exhale. Oh, amazing. Maybe grab onto opposite elbows, rock it side to side. If you're feeling like you need a deeper stretch, and only if, you can interlace the fingers and plant the hands at the base of the head and relax the arms into it. But maybe that's too much, and you just want to support a fold with a block. Whatever works for you, just enjoy it. Now push down with the heels, squeeze the tummy in, gently roll the spine up, shrug the shoulders, palm face forward. Standing tall, standing strong. Nice. Reach around you, take up some space, big breath in, let the movement last the length of the breath. Now bend the right hand, bring it to the right arm, hand to the back of the neck. Good. Left hand finds that elbow that's pointing up to the sky. Re-engage that core. Pull that tummy in. Get the spine long. Now exhale, push down with the heels. Reach over to the left. Good. Inhale, bring it up. Arms reach up. Exhale, fold it forward. Nice and steady. Fingers to shins. Halfway lift. Big breath in. Exhale, fold it forward. Now grab your block. Go ahead and grab that block. Place it underneath the face. Good. Gently shift the weight into the left foot. Squeeze the tummy in. So most of your weight is pulling up away from the ground. Now slide that right foot back behind you. We're going to bend that front knee. Nice. And you may want to inch that block now so it's inside of the left foot. Good. Now that back right foot, bring it to the ground so the toes face out to the side. So that back foot is perpendicular to the front. Good. And then breathe in, bring it up to warrior two. Arms cartwheel or windmill up. Nice. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Bend that front knee. Check that those toes in the front foot are still facing forward. Scoop those hips in underneath you. Engage those bum muscles. You've got it. Nice. Look over the front middle finger. Relax the shoulders. Deepen the breath. Flip that front hand now. Tongue to the roof of the mouth. Reach that arm up. Try and get some length through the left side of the body. And exhale. Bring that hand down so it touches the block. Right hand to hip. Good. Now there's a temptation to put a lot of weight into that block. Try not to do that. It's just there for support. Now gently start to straighten that front leg. Maybe it gets really straight. Maybe it doesn't. It's okay. If you need to adjust that back foot, walk it in, walk it further out. See what works for you. Nice. Now get that right elbow that's pointing up to the sky a little bit further back so you're creating more space between the collarbones. Try and lengthen the spine. Whew, I know. I'm not going to talk here forever. You've got it. Look up to the sky. Ooh, if you can. Maybe reach that right arm up, but you don't have to do any of that. Nice. Take a big breath in wherever you are. Now look down to your toes at the top of the mat. Bend that front knee. Bringing the knee in the direction of the toes. Sweep the right arm down, forward, and then over the head, but still reaching forward. So we're getting a nice stretch across the right side of the body. You've got this. More weight in the feet, less in the hands. Push the feet into the ground. Now exhale, bring both hands down to the ground and slide that left foot back into high plank. Oh yeah, you are powerful. Lower down to the knees, untuck the toes. Take it to a child's pose and breathe out. Or you can take that push-up cobra pose if you would like to. It's there if you want it. If you need it, go for it. If you're happy in a child's pose with me, let's just take some big breaths into the back of the body. Breathing in, breathing out, relaxing the back of the neck, focusing the mind, steadying your breathing. Good. When you're ready, we roll it up. Find yourself in a tabletop. Maybe take a cat-cow. Tuck the toes, engage the cores. Knees come off the ground, hips go back, then high. Oh, hello, downward dog. Give yourself a little wag of the tail, make it a happy dog. Breathe in, look forward, step it forward, standing forward fold. Fingers to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Push down with the heels, reach up with the hands. Big breath in. Exhale, take it to prayer. Whew, amazing. You've already done so much. You are nearly there. We're just going to take a balancing moment here in between. So if you've got that strap, now is the time to bring it into your practice. Good. Beautiful. So we're going to take that strap and hold it in your left hand. Good. We're going to reach the arms up high towards the sky. And we're going to bend that left arm again. Hand comes to the back, but we're still holding the strap. So this may be a little bit helpful if you hold an end of the strap in that left hand. So now the strap is dangling along the back, along the length of the spine. Good. We're going to take that right arm, reach it out and wide, turn the thumb so it faces down. So we're getting a nice internal rotation through that arm. Good. We're now going to let the arm come down by our sides. Now bend the elbow, hold onto the strap. Good. Okay, so you can see here that we're holding onto the strap with that left hand. Right hand is behind us. Start to walk those hands together. Ooh, maybe they'll connect. Maybe they won't. Walk those hands. Let's see. Now notice how that left hand is behind the head. The forearm might be behind the head. Push the head into the arm. Keep that head reaching up, gaze looking forward. Push down with the heels, squeeze the belly in. You've got this. Nice. So you can loosen that strap, reduce the distance between the hands, or use it as a support to get a little bit closer. Figure out where your body needs to be. Now breathe in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lean over to the right. Yeah, keep that core engaged. Inhale, reach up. Open those arms out wide. Release the strap. Shrug those shoulders down. Ooh, pause for a moment and experience what we call in yoga the rebound effect. So that sensation of release of a stretch where all those muscles go. Whew. Yeah, breathe into it. Nice. And then as you guessed it, we'll take it to the other side. So strap now comes into the right hand, holding the end of one of those one of the ends of the strap. Good. Reach both arms up and around. Take up some space. Now bend the right arm till the hand comes to the back of the neck. Good. Left arm reaches out and away from you. Get it as far away as you can. Now turn the thumb so it faces down. Now bend the elbow and slide that hand somewhere along your back till it finds the other part of the strap. Now you've got the opportunity, you can walk those hands together, almost maybe play tug of war with that strap, but it doesn't have to be like that. You can make it as strong or as pleasing as you need it to be. Same as before, push the head into the forearm, lift that head up, keep the chin parallel to the ground. Push down with the heels, squeeze the belly in. Notice if you're arching your back, try and squeeze the tummy in so the bottom of the ribs point down. Good. Breathe in, get some length. Exhale, lean over to the left. Give yourself a nice side body stretch here. Good. Slow motion, bring it back up. Release that stretch. Whoo. Ditch the strap for now. Give yourself a shake of those shoulders. Rebound from that pose. It's a lot, I know. Good. You may notice that it's easier in one direction than it is in the other. Just means you're a human being. It's okay. Reach those arms up. Big breath in. Exhale, take it to prayer and fold it forward, possibly with a straight spine if that feels all right in your lower back, all the way down. Fingers to shins, halfway lift. Lift the chest, retract those shoulder blades. Exhale, fold it down. Now grab onto that block again. Good. Using that block just as a support beam for balance, not as a weight beam. Squeeze the tummy in, shift the weight into the right foot, and slide those left toes to the back of the mat. Shimmy them back if you need to. Good. Now guide that block so it's inside of the right foot. Nice. And start to turn that back foot now so the toes point out to the left. And you may want to aim in a way where you can line up the front heel to the back heel or the arch of the back foot. Good. Notice if that bum's sticking in the air. Try and scoop those hips in underneath you so it fits between the heels. And then maybe windmill those arms up. Find some lift into your warrior two. Good. Remember, engage those glutes. Keep those hips underneath you. Keep that front knee bent. You've got it. Relax the shoulders. Deepen your breath. Doubt your doubts. Flip the front hand. Reach up. Get some length through the side of the body. And then slow motion exhale. Bring that right hand back to the block. Left hand to your hip. Good. Get those hips low. Keep that front knee bent. Bending over the toes. And now start to turn the chest to the sky. Reach the elbow behind you. Breathe. Maybe you swing that left arm down, towards the top of the mat, and then reach, creating a lovely arch from the outside of that left foot all the way to the left fingertips. Breathe into it, push down with the feet. Good, bring the hand back to the hip. Now maybe straighten that front leg. Whew. That doesn't feel quite right. Maybe walk that back foot in, maybe further back. Figure out where you need to be. If you've got a lot of weight in the hand, engage the core, push the feet into the ground. Whew. It won't last forever, I promise you, so just breathe into it. Maybe turn the head to the sky. Whew. Try and straighten the spine, push those hips back. Gently look down, you've got this. Nice, and then walk that block a little bit further forward. Place the block to the side, hands go flat on the ground. Slide that right foot to the back of the mat. Yes, lower down to the knees, you've got it. Elbows in, lower down to the ground. Whew, and relax. You can bring your arms by your sides, turn your head to one side, shake the hips. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax. You're nearly there. Soften your breath, focus your mind. Consciously relax your muscles. Recover your breathing. It is a beautiful thing to be able to practice yoga. You do it well, so breathe into it. Nice. Take a few more exhales, inhales. Give it time for your breath to settle. There's a lot in our yoga practice today. Just take a moment to experience the effect it's had on your body. Gently bring your hands by your sides. Guide yourself up to tabletop. You can always throw a cat-cow in there if it feels good in your body. We're going to take it to one puppy pose, a nice little shoulder stretch here. So we'll walk those knees a little bit further back. Walk the hands a little bit further forward till you're in a wonky table. Nice. Now try to lower down to the elbows. See if you can lower down at the same time. Good. Now send the hips back behind you. Feel the bum stick out in the air. It's a good thing. And rest the forehead towards the ground. Try and soften between the shoulders. Now if that's a lot, it's not going to happen. You can bend the arms, hold onto elbow creases, rest the forehead into the forearms or on top of the block if you'd rather. Try to focus on sending those hips a little further back. So you're creating a lovely sort of arch, extension through the spine. Take a few more breaths here, in and out. Good, now look forward and just guide your weight forward so you're coming onto your belly. Move mindfully, there's a lot of shoulder happening in that transition. And rest your arms by your sides again, shake those hips. Nice, breathe in, breathe out. Really good. Take a few more inhales, a few more exhales here. And then however you would like to, guide yourself onto your back. So simply just roll over, however you want to. Shimmy around so you bring yourself back onto your mat. We're going to set up for one bridge pose. And we're going to take it home. So we're going to bring the heels towards the bum. Push those heels into the ground. Arms by your sides, palms face down. Almost walk those shoulder blades together. And then as you breathe in, start to pick the hips up towards the sky. Squeeze the bum and get a nice lengthening through the front of the body as you lift up. Try and keep those knees a little bit closer if you feel them reaching apart. Breathe into it, breathe into it. Try and get more weight into the shoulders. Almost bring the chest towards the chin. Keep breathing. And then exhale, lower it down. And relax. Find yourself in Shavasana. So maybe for you, that's just walking the feet out wide, letting the knees drift in towards one another. That's a nice supportive rest pose for the lower back, for the SI joint. Maybe you want to extend those legs out long. Maybe you want to sit upright or on your side or on your belly, whatever works. Just get comfortable. And then take a breath out. Because it's here, you've made it to your Shavasana, other side of your yoga practice. And now you're here. Really let yourself be here. Try and find a sense of stillness. Relax your body down. Notice those muscles that have been working. Try and soften those a little bit more. So let the shoulder blades be heavy. And guide that relaxation sensation from those shoulder blades up to the trapezoid muscles, the back of the neck. Let the head be heavy. Settle with your breath now. Gradually let that breath come a little slower. Give it time. Really try to settle with your exhales. Relax into it. Soften the mouth, soften the jaw. Maybe even soften the muscles in the forehead. Just draw your attention to your eyebrows. Try and soften those. Bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. Try to relax there. And as you do so, let a sense of relaxation almost erupt from that space and start to cover your whole body. So re-softening in the face, the mouth, down the neck and into the shoulders. Let those arms be heavy. Resettle with your breath. Let that wave of relaxation travel now into the lower body, relaxing all those muscles around the hips. Let the legs feel heavy. Just take a moment to notice what parts of your body make contact with the ground. And without moving, just by being still, let more of your body, more surface area of your skin, make contact with the ground by just simply relaxing a little bit more. And settle with that breath just for another moment or two. Just for those moments, let yourself be here and enough. When you feel like you found yourself on the other side of that, maybe start to turn the head, wiggle your fingers, rock the legs, reach around, whatever feels right to you. Try to do it with closed eyes. Let that movement grow and eventually guide you up to seated position, but don't worry about where you're facing or how you're sat because that's not important. When you're sitting upright, take a moment just to reconnect with who you are right now, your physical state of being, your mental, emotional, reflecting on your yoga practice. Take something about your practice with you off of your mat and into your life. Bring your hands together, thumbs to your forehead. Namaste.